Okay, in here, we are to determine the location of hydrostatic force in this inclined gate. Suppose that the length of this gate is 3 meters and that it is inclined 60 degrees from the horizontal. Okay, this is where our center of gravity is, and here is a certain distance from the center of gravity is the center of pressure at which the summation or the total of hydrostatic force acting on this inclined gate is acting on. So we have to determine this distance, say E. And E actually can be computed from this formula. It is I sub G divided by area times Y bar, in which Y bar is this distance. This distance. And that H bar is this distance. Okay. We take note that I sub G is the moment of inertia of the submerged cross section. Okay, so assuming that the width of this inclined gate having a length of 3 meters is 1.2, similar here, I sub G, moment of inertia will be pH cube divided by 12, in which B is the width, 1.2 multiplied by H, which is 3 meters cube divided by 12. This will give us 2.7 mm to the fourth power. Okay, the area is 1.2 times 3, 3.6 square meters. Then we have to solve for Y bar. Okay, so if this is 1.5, if this is 1.5 meter, we have to determine this distance. Okay, so that would be something like this. Okay. This is 1.5 and this is 60. You have to determine this, and so we can do that by the sine function. So sine 60 degrees equal to 1.5 divided by question mark. It's equal to 1.732 meters, or this is square root of 3 meters. Okay. And of course, this distance is equal to 1.5 meters. Okay. So then y bar is equal to square root of 3 plus 1.5. So that is 3.232 meters. Okay. Then the distance of the center of pressure from the center of gravity would be the moment of inertia equal to 2.7 divided by the area, which is 3.6, multiplied by 3.232. Okay. So this is 0.232 meters. Okay. This is the distance at which the total effect of hydrostatic force is acting on in this inclined gate. Okay. Now, if we are to apply the distance at which the hydrostatic force acts on from the center of gravity, which is quantified as E, which is equal to I sub G divided by A y bar, to the previous example about dam, in which this dam contains a water to a depth of 80 meters. Okay. The hydrostatic force, or the summation or the total effect of the hydrostatic force, is acting at a distance 2/3 of the depth from the water surface. So this is equal to 53.33. This is so for the reason that the pressure or force distribution here is triangular. Okay, so this hydrostatic force F acts at the centroid of this triangle, which is a distance of 2/3 of the depth from this point here. Okay. Now we are to check the validity or applicability of this formula in relation to this situation, okay, in which we have a vertical cross section in which the hydrostatic force is acting on. Okay. So if we are to apply this E in this vertical plane, we have to note that Y bar is equal to H bar. Okay. And H bar is actually this point, which is half of 80 meters, okay, 40 meters. So H bar is the distance of the center of gravity from the water surface or liquid surface. Okay. So I sub G is the moment of inertia of the submerged area, which is BH cubed divided by 12, in which the weight of this dam is said to be 500 meters. 80 cubed divided by 12. Okay. So we have 21.333 times 10 to the 6th power m to the 4th. Okay. Let us say this is stored in X. Okay. Area is 500 times 80. 40,000 square meters, and that Y bar is equal to H bar, which is 40 meters. Hence E is 21.333 times 10 to the 6th divided by 40,000 by 40. Okay, we get a value of 13.33 meters. Okay, so the distance from the center of gravity CG to the center of pressure CP, this is P, is equal to 13.33. Okay, so let us see if indeed this will be equal to 53.33. Okay, so E plus 40 is equal to 53.33.